Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Also want to give double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstones, teaching this truth and sincerity. Also who rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect that scattered four corners of the earth, which would be so-called Negroes, Latino Hispanics, Native American Indians. You know, the true Israelites coming out, the elect nation of Israel that the Lord is dealing with in no other nation, okay? So this topic I want to talk about is, listen, we last week we were talking about we were of the new covenant, but yet we still haven't even tasted, JT, Jacob's trouble. So how are we under the new covenant? All right. When you get into, so I'm gonna, roughly paraphrase it, Jeremiah 30:7, alas, that day is great, none like it. And it's a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right. We didn't go through, went through, slavery, through Egypt and the transatlantic slave trade, but they said, alas, this is going to be a day like no other. We haven't been through that yet. So, we're not in the new covenant because we still have that main prophecy to go through, And when I was a babe, getting to first coming in Great Millstone, I always used to think it was, I would say, Mark of the Beast, then World War III, and then Jacob's Trouble. You got to look at it and, the water for the brother to actually break it down better for me to understand it. When you get into those things, it's in the bubble of Jacob's Trouble. We're going to have the MOTB being fully implemented. Then that's when, World War III, that third woe that's spoken in Revelations, coming to pass, man. And amongst other things, because yes, it is building up. We see the distractions that's going on. You see, like when you get into the book, the second Esdras, there's gonna be a time where, come on, boy, come on. And that's crazy. Speaking of like that, beasts is gonna be out of their inhabitants. Like you're gonna see, like Brother Malak said, you're gonna see a bear with a top hat on in downtown Detroit. Remember, like, we still got zoos out here. And when and the reason why I say it's leading up to it, just look at the vibrations and the signs to be. I looked at the statistics. Now, later down in that verse of chapter 5 and verse 8, it tells you women should bring forth monsters. And that's double fold. You can tell it by just a badass kid, a badass nigga, bad little nigga, how you want to say it, baby kid, or kids with deficiencies and autisms. All right. And I looked at statistics. Each year, it's a growth in it. And me personally, I can say you see it. I see it personally. Come on, boy. I see it personally. Just like the kids with autism, and I had to be amongst that. So I'm like, yo, the scriptures is talking. And then when you get into Second Ezra chapter 5 and verse 10, when it talks about the inconsistencies, or I'm sorry, I'm messing up the word. Brother can help me. Basically, what it's getting into is self-control, man. Because when JT fully kicks off, there's going to be stores that's going to be locked up and closed. People going to be wanting to ravish your belongings, your goodies. Like, you ever seen that one cartoon, The Grinch? You gonna take your last can of Who Hash, man. Motherfuckers gonna go crazy over a pot of beans. you don't see your women being straight up humble. You know, like really humble. You know, when you get into that word, you know, or great. There's gonna be a time you're gonna see that. And when I was getting into 2nd Esdras 5 and 10, that word I was trying to get that I probably butchered the pronouncing, inconsistency, you know, it's talking about a lack of self-control, you know. And you women out here is on, like I said, gonna get it, man. Man gonna see you. You gonna see people. You gonna see a man, really humble you women, man. Like I said, that's you gonna see. You know that a woman shall surpass a man. When y'all lose that power, it's gonna be a whole nother story. Because also in Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 15, that there shall be no work in Egypt. You know, head or brush. Basically, don't matter who you are, what caliber you are, it's gonna be no work for Egypt. So I'm gonna say, Sarah, you in for a rude awakening, because you can't call on Tyrone, you can't call the police. That's the main thing y'all women like to do, is call the cops and then lie about it. Brother just put in a video in the group chat. Make sure you record things when you have an altercation with Eve. You know, because they'll straight up lie to you, or lie on you to get you locked up. So there's still some things that we see that are not happening. These things that are going to be out of the ordinary is going to be to let you know that you're in JT, Jacob's trouble. And then, like I said, we got the main thing is that the MOTB isn't fully implemented. You know, you don't see the buying and selling you know, when you get into Revelations, the 13th chapter, you don't see that. It's like I said, when you get to JT, there's going to be a time that you've never seen before. And once it's fully implemented and cash is going to be done away with, man. But that's going to also fit into the bubble of JT, the full implement of the CHIP. You know, which is going to make these other nations mad, and you're going to see Esau and these elites make their move. You know, but right now it's I wouldn't say it's quiet, because now we just got a whole bunch of distractions with the Diddy thing going on. But nevertheless, the dollar got to collapse. You know, these other nations gonna be mad, and then that's when you also get into, you know, World War III. You know, because right now America was at the top, and now it's getting brought down low. When you get into books like Matthew, Luke, Mark, a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. You know, because even though America's at the top, but these, like, you know, you got Russia out there, they still Edomite nations. You know, so Satan divided against itself, how can it stand? And there's a season for everything. America's spiritual Babylon is nothing but another kingdom. It was on top, it had its power, and now it's the season to fall. You know? Little beast, a little tired. But it's right around the corner, man. It's right around the corner. You see our Northern Kingdom brothers coming over here. You see these people losing jobs. You see the dollar collapsing. You see these people losing their minds. It's gonna be time you're gonna see animals out of the ordinary, not in their ordinary places. You don't really see how men is supposed to be, because these men out here are effeminate. And like I said, you're gonna see these real Russians, and they're gonna be in their Soviet Union like mindset. You don't see the Brazilians, Venezuelans. They're gonna get down to in this. Yeah, Jacob's trouble is coming, and it's not here yet though, but it's coming. I'm not gonna be like Nate, just saying, you know, we're just gonna go la-di-da. No, it's gonna happen. It's called Jacob's trouble. Any patriarchs of Jacob, which is the Israelites, this is a thing for us. You know, they coming for you, Jake, man. What Psalms 83, when it says, you know, trying to cut Israel off from being a nation, they got a goal, they got an agenda. You know, get rid of the Israelites, get rid and make us be in forgetfulness of the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible, man. But the scriptures read it first, man. They gonna fall and they gonna fail. But again, like I said, from cutting Israelites from Israel from being a nation. But you know, the time is very close, man. But again, hope this video was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. And again, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who's teaching truth and sincerity. I want us to close out, say shalom, and on to the next lesson.